The laundromat is one of the most ordinary places in the world. Plastic chairs, buzzing lights, the sound of machines turning, people waiting, folding, rushing, passing time. But for me, the laundromat has always been a bit of a classroom, a sanctuary, sometimes even a mirror. Because every load tells a story. Every cycle carries a lesson. The socks that go missing, the bedding that holds our tears and our dreams, the whites that reveal every stain, the colors that bleed and blend, and the delicate fabrics that require tenderness. Even the pet blankets that smell of unconditional love. I'm Dr. Joy, sexologist, therapist, teacher, survivor, mother, and goddess in her own becoming. And in this laundromat, across the world and across my own life, I found truths about intimacy, healing, and love. So, sit with me while the machines hum. Listen while the clothes tumble, and together, let's discover what each laundry day has to teach us about relationships, about resilience, about sensual living, and about starting over again and again. This is The Goddess in the Laundromat, stories of cleansing, cycles, and becoming. Today, my basket is heavy with colors. Bright scarves, deep reds, soft blues, the yellow of a sundress, the green of a towel carried home from the beach. It looks like joy stacked in cotton. But colors, colors have their own lessons. Because if you don't treat them carefully, they bleed. A red shirt can stain an entire load. A deep indigo can dim the light of a white. Colors remind us vibrancy carries risk. I sit in the laundromat and watch the washers spin, and I think about the people I've met across my life. Every shade, every story, every little texture. Some were bold, unapologetic, leaving their mark wherever they went. And some were soft pastels, quiet yet necessary, soothing to the eye and the spirit. And some were bright neons, exciting for a season, but tiring to look at for too long. And together, we make a tapestry, but only if we learn how to keep our colors without losing ourselves in someone else's bleed. In relationships, colors matter. When two people come together, there's always the question, will your vibrancy overwhelm me? Will mine dim in your presence? Or will we learn to complement each other, to create a palette neither of us could become alone? Too often, especially for women, especially for those of us who were raised to be good, we wash ourselves out to fit in. We bleach our edges. We soften our hues. We make ourselves palatable, safe, pastel, so we won't be accused of being too much. But colors whisper a truth. To dim yourself is to dishonor the fabric of your very being. I've dimmed myself before in relationships with men and women who found my light threatening, in family that punished individuality, in communities that wanted the brilliance of my labor but not the radiance of my voice. And each time, I became beige. Present, but faded. Healing's been the process of washing myself separately, of reclaiming the red of my passion, the gold of my laughter, the purple of my intuition, the deep brown of my roots. Healing has been the practice of refusing to let anyone bleach me down. Colors also remind us of joy. Think of it. The scarf you wear when you travel, the dress you put on when you feel alive, that shirt that carries the memory of dancing in the rain. Colors carry story. They are celebration made visible. And so I ask you, where have you hidden your colors? Where have you chosen safety over vibrancy? Where have you convinced yourself it's better to blend in than to stand out? Because no love, no relationship, no community worth having will ask you to wash yourself out. Of course, colors do bleed. When two lives intertwine, you will leave traces on each other. Sometimes you'll stain. Sometimes you'll be stained. That's the risk of intimacy. But here's the lesson. Bleeding is not always ruin. Sometimes it creates tie-dye, unexpected art, new beauty that neither fabric could have made alone. The danger is not in the bleeding. The danger is in losing your shade entirely. As I wait for my colors to finish their spin, I imagine them tumbling together, scarves brushing against dresses, towels against shirts, hues mixing, fibers pressing. And I wonder if that is the truest image of love. Not two people becoming the same, but two people rubbing up against each other, brightening, deepening, leaving marks, and still keeping their essence intact. So here's what colors teach me in the laundromat. Stay vivid. Don't bleach yourself for comfort. Let those who can handle your brightness walk with you. And when colors bleed, don't always call it a loss. Sometimes it's art. When the dryer buzzes and I pull out my load, I see them all, reds, yellows, greens, blues. Still bold, still beautiful. And I remind myself, in the laundromat of life, the goal is not to stay unstained, but to stay alive, to stay vibrant, to stay unapologetically colorful. Because the world does not need more beige. No offense to my beige lovers, but I think we're at capacity. The world needs your fire, your joy, your softness, your hue. The world needs your color. So the cycle is complete. The clothes are folded, the lesson has been revealed. Just like laundry, life will always ask us to wash, to rinse, to release, to begin again. And in every spin, there is wisdom waiting. Thank you for sitting with me here in this laundromat, this temple of the ordinary, this classroom of the sacred. Carry today's teaching with you. Hold it close like freshly washed linen. And let it remind you that healing is not about staying spotless. It's about staying whole. Until the next laundry day, walk in love, live in sensual truth, and never forget, you are the goddess of your own becoming.